Hi everyone and welcome back to another Board No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to this week's PvP ban, so let's go ahead and jump right into it, and not to mention the ups. Now the first thing is being Elizabeth Pendragon being banned too. This makes a lot of sense because Elizabeth Pendragon can essentially take out any like backline unit like Gaiyun, Ka Wong, Ranger, Sniper sort of class. She can one-shot them with the appropriate gear, I would have to say. Especially if she's wearing like anti-ranger, anti-sniper gear. She'll be very effective like doing those things. Gaiyun being here, no surprise. What's really surprising is Rosaria isn't here. And Awakened Hilde is here, which makes a lot of sense because if you pulled her, she's kind of invincible in our current state of the meta. But Rosaria not being here, that's interesting because that just tells me I think a lot of people didn't pull for her or don't know how to completely use her yet. But Gaiyun, she just makes a lot of sense because she hits like one of the hardest in ground types, for rangers. Like Ka Wong does not hit as hard as Gaiyun because her bouncing like ping pong like ultimate is just crazy. Ka Wong, of course, he was, I believe, ban 2, but him being in ban 1 just makes sense. Whenever like Ka Wong and Yang Harim come off ban, I'm pretty sure they will because not a lot of people really use them on ban 1. They are still sort of usable in ban 1 in my opinion. And same thing with Ainzin's Way, they're still very usable. Awakened Hilde, this is like something that we need to sort of see whether she's still usable at ban 1. Personally, if you time her appropriately, I feel like she's still going to be like absolutely invincible if the team doesn't run a bunch of rangers, because there's not too many rangers that are viable in the game currently, super strong, but we do have someone who can probably take out Awakened Hilde at band 1. Just note that, if they're banned, no loss in stats, and Xiaolin is going to be the sniper in band 1, making Hayami Sanai more relevant. This week is also going to be a striker week, like Chifuyu Nanahara, Jin Shiyung or Shujiyung, like the slit eye sort of dudes. She's going to be very relevant this week. Like striker week is definitely this week because Xiaolin getting one ban essentially nerfs her to the ground in some ways because the cost of 5 is a little bit too much, I would have to say. Six Superior being ban 3, that makes a lot of sense. The CC on this ship is insane. Enterprise being ban 1 makes a lot of sense because everyone's been turning this ship instead of Gleipnir. Gleipnir now can be freely used, but why would you use Gleipnir? If you have Enterprise, it's essentially the best version or the better version. And then you have Maria Antonov, who's actually an up unit. I feel like whoever has her is going to dominate PvP this week because she is just way too powerful. Peacekeeper is also here, decent soldier unit. And Mina, this is probably the premier unit that I highly recommend everyone running this week if you have extra resources, extra gear lying around. Alright, so now that we've talked about this week's bans and ups, let's go ahead and do some PvP ourselves. Everything has been a little bit rough ever since Awakened Hilde dropped. It's just been a nightmare trying to push PvP because if I don't have Awakened Hilde and I don't have like a bunch of rangers set up, it is going to be a little bit hard. It's not that she's like invincible or anything, it's just that Awakened Hilde is definitely a very powerful unit, a force to be reckoned with, and definitely not someone to mess around with. So let's go ahead and drop Tank Chan right here. They do have a Gaiyun, which is pretty interesting. They're using it even though that's banned, and let's go ahead and drop our sniper right here, and that is going to be a GG for Tank Chan right there. We're going to drop some heals right here, and we're actually going to be dropping Evelyn Keller as well. Oh damn, we lost both of our attackers. That is no bueno whatsoever. Go ahead and drop Han Sorim right here. Hopefully that can help us out a little bit. Damn, the punishment is real right now. And then we'll probably drop Peacekeeper or this dude Ironside to get some heals on pretty much Titan Chan and get some relief right here with Tank Chan right here so that Titan Chan can pretty much stay alive. So there we go, we managed to win that exchange so far. We'll drop the snipers right here. I really want to showcase Mina, but it's really interesting that Esterosa is still getting a lot of play. Like in lower ranks, Esterosa is still definitely a threat, but with like everything said and done, I can see how like she's just not as usable in like later fights, but we managed to get the win right here, so very, very nice. It's just really about like winning, like when it comes to like those smaller exchanges and timings. I can just see how like that is the crucial moments when it comes to PvP. So managed to snag a win there. I'm not sure how like Mina's like kill potential is, but I feel like she definitely hits like a lot harder. Let's go ahead and try another match right here. They're also running a mech group like us, so let's go ahead and see how they're going to be playing. And if we will launch like around like the 9 like energy mark, 10 energy energy mark usually is just no bueno for me. And then we'll run Evelyn Keller, and we'll probably push for Sniper Chan right here. Actually running Peacekeeper. I think that's the unit that was placed down there. That is very interesting. And we will also land some of our heals, I think, as well, and place, oh damn, they actually killed us a little bit, so I'm taking too much time when it comes to this. We are under fire, so we're probably going to, I don't want to lose like Titan Chan right here. Oh no, he's doing great. He is a healthy boy right now, getting all the heals from Evelyn Keller. Go ahead and drop pretty much Tank Chan right there, and we'll drop some of our mech healers right here, Ironside. They'll probably drop Sylvia as well. So Evelyn Keller definitely being a carry. I know like all the Rangers right here, they are doing some damage. So far, Yumina, to me, she has been an excellent addition to folks who don't have like, you know, Ka Wong, or you can't run like a meta ranger, like let's say Rosario right now. So Yumina looking like a very strong candidate, and you're sort of seeing like my beginning teams of what my soldier team sort of wants to look like, with Eddie Fisher being the core and then Han Sarim. And I know like Eddie Fisher doesn't really help like Tank Chan or mech meta or anything like that, but with me like running Yumina and all those things, it's just something that I'm currently looking into. So Awakened Hilde is here. Usually this tells me that Titan Chan is not the play in the very beginning, because she just hits like an absolute truck. So we're probably going to be dropping like Han Sarim and like some other stuff, because Titan Chan just does not work out in like these situations. And we're probably going to be dropping Eddie Fisher as well, and then Yumina afterwards. All right, because it just really doesn't work out when you try to sort of counteract Awakened Hilde with a striker. It just, so we're pushing this so far. Everything is, oh my god, we lost way too many units in the very beginning, but we should be okay so long as we can stack some units right here. We just need to take out Awakened Hilde, and it is not looking good for us right now. This is not looking good. All right, so Tank Chan managed to gotten taken down, and honestly the issue was Awakened Hilde. If I could have played my Rangers a little bit better, if I could have spaced them out a little bit better, I couldn't stop that Awakened Hilde on my part. I probably should have ran my other team, my counter team. But honestly, I don't think my counter team is as effective. Like, this is the other team that I was sort of like looking into. We can try to run it, but honestly, it's not as tanky as this one, because Titan Chan, he's just such a strong sort of like, you know, actual tank meta sort of deal where he can take some hits and pretty much dish out some damage as well. So we'll run this team one more time, and then we'll try to run our counter team and see if that works. But honestly, Awakened Hilde, she's not a tough unit to deal with. If you have the Rangers to do it, if you have a Rosario, you can melt her pretty quickly. You just overwhelm her with like, you know, an extreme amount of Rangers. But for me, I think the issue was that she pretty much popped in and killed a lot of my Rangers at once, which was more of a misplay on my part and less of her, like, you know, just being like super overpowered. All right, that's just something that I really want to like overstate right here. And let's go ahead and drop Yumina. So is this person alive? Yes, they are. They do have a pulse. And let's go ahead and drop Ironside right here so we can keep some health going on with Tank Chan. And come on, Tank Chan, please stay alive. We need you to stay alive. Okay, guess you're not staying alive here. No. Okay, I think my largest issue with this specific team was Tank Chan just can't like stay alive, and if she can't stay alive, there's no real point in anything else. So we're gonna try to run our counter meta and go from there. I just don't like seeing her like die like that quickly, but let's go ahead and drop this team in particular with our counter team, and then after that we'll switch to mech meta, because mech meta supremacy is definitely a lot more fun. So let's go ahead and do this. They have Gaiun, so people are still using Gaiun at band 1, which makes a lot of sense to me because Gaiun is just like that strong. So let's go ahead and drop our Rangers right here, and then are they dropping anyone in the back? No. So we'll drop Evelyn Keller to get some heals. They are doing double like duty right here with the strikers. So let's go ahead and drop a little bit of a stun. We'll put Irie Alfred here, and then we'll also deal a little bit of damage and then place Yumina as well. No, maybe it would have been better with like the stuns. So okay, they have this going on here. Let's try to attack them from the back as well. Place Yumina again so we can get a little bit of a defender, and we are doing pretty well so far, all things considered. We'll drop this dude right here, Mr. Snake Eyes. So Mina, Enhancer Rim, and Eddie Fisher are doing well. This team is definitely doing way better than my mech team for, you know, reasons, because Tank Chan can't stay alive as long. And yeah, it makes me sad. But also, we weren't fighting an Awakened, you know, Hilde with this particular comp. So we'll run this comp one more time. I'm pretty sure we'll run into an Awakened Hilde. And maybe it comes down to the fact that, you know, Eddie Fisher is actually boosting just, you know, counter units and just soldier units in the form of just Handsome Rim. We're fighting the exact same person, so this won't be a good test, but we will have to keep it going. All right, so we're fighting the same person, and we'll drop this doodad right here. We'll go full all in right here, and then we'll drop our assassin right here in the back. Okay, so hopefully with that we can distract them, and we will deal some damage right here and some damage right here. All right, so you know, strikers like being all present right here, it's just one of those things that you just have to really deal with. We'll drop Evelyn Keller as well. Hopefully we can get some heals for her. No, she is deado. We'll drop Irie Alfred, and then we should be able to drop pretty much her again. I'm forgetting the name, so I'm trying my best over here. Okay, so that is going pretty well right there. We managed to take everyone down, and we'll drop this Chica right here in the back so we can take her down as well. Hayumi, Sanai, and we'll drop some stuns right here. I like it when he stuns. I like it when he doesn't die upon impact. That's like the best thing ever, right? So we'll try to run this team one more time. I feel like this is like a budget team that's for certain situations. Like, I just like to not run too many like meta SSRs. So let's go ahead. Oh, I don't have any more runs. Well, that is going to be like the team dynamic that I'm going to be sort of playing with. It's up to you whether you think this was actually successful. I feel like it has a lot more control outside of this one. This one is too reliant on Titan Chan, and this one's a little bit more reliant on the fact that you can do a little bit more playful things. I have access to 4 Rangers right here, whereas this one I only have access to 3 Rangers. And with Awakened Hilde, you know, still being effective, I don't think it's enough to run 3 Rangers. 4 Rangers is definitely the way to go. Anyways, if you've made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 25,000 subs, we'll be doing a giveaway. Also, let me know if there's anything in the videos that seem a little bit different. I've been seeing like a different sort of thing occurring in like the dislike to like ratio, so I'm just kind of curious. Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.